Welcome everybody, Trainwreck Podcast, the big one, episode 69. Dude,
Nice.
nice. I don't care however many episodes we hit, 100, 200, I don't care. Episode 69 is the one that's always going to stick out to me. Till we hit episode 69. Double nice.
Or 420.
Yeah, that one will be a good one too, even though I don't smoke weed, but dude, imagine if the podcast was so big by then we had a famous stoner on. Like if we got Willie Nelson will probably be dead by then, but if we got Snoop Dogg or somebody like that,
Yeah,
that'd
that'd
be
be legendary.
it's only see, we've been doing this for almost 2 years. We're at episode 69. So this would be 10 years down the road. If we're even still doing that.
Yeah,
Hell, we'll probably be dead or in jail by then.
or worse in liberal land.
Oh God, dude, you have no idea how bad I want to talk about that stuff. But don't I? Oh man, there's so much I could talk about with that stuff. I kind of want to do. I'm really debating on because I really don't care who wins on either side. Honestly,
Yeah,
it at the end of the day, there's not much you can do. So it's I really don't care. But I do kind of want to do an end of the world stream on my channel where I'm just playing Fortnite, but just be like, it's our last day of, and I'm just going to play both sides. Like, Trump gets elected, all this is going to happen, and if Harris wins, all this is going to happen, just play both sides on the stream. I think it'd be a lot of fun, actually. I think it'd just be a good clickbait stream, the end of the world.
yeah, be pretty good on clickbaits.
And I'd put them in the thumbnail, but I would put them over Fortnite characters.
Yeah,
And put my face in the middle. I don't know. I might do it. I already know this video is going to get flagged for influencing the election. But how's your week been, man? We haven't really talked that much.
I know it's been long.
Yeah,
Yeah, long weekend. Prepared for Thanksgiving at work.
oh God, yeah. I know we're doing Black Friday out of trailers this year.
Yeah, we are too.
Really? So I wonder if
Yeah,
that's a every. Well, I haven't drove by the store around the corner from us, so I don't know if they're doing that, but it makes sense just because you had a bunch of people come in and walk into lawn and garden because they knew oh, all the Walmarts are setting up right there, and then they came in and stole a bunch of stuff.
yeah, and then our produce is starting to get ready for 2 truck nights.
Ooh. Have you guys already got the freezer trailer?
Yeah, we got 3.
God damn! How many bay doors do you guys have?
No, 2. I'm sorry.
2.
2. Yeah, 2.
What is this called? Reefer trailers?
Yeah, reefer trailers.
I don't know why. Every time I think of those, I think they're trailers that store weed.
Yeah, so yeah, we got 2 reefer trailers. We're already full of turkeys.
Dang. Dude, I want to try to deep fry a turkey, but I don't want to burn my house down.
Yeah, the trick is you got to make sure all the water and moisture's off the turkey.
Yeah. And then I don't know, I have you ever been to any of the turkey trucks in town or at the fair where they have, fried turkey legs or whatever? They're always disgusting, dude. So I'm always can I make it much better?
Like with turkey, it's really hard to fucking fry it because
Mhm.
it's like you could really dry out the juices and all that, the flavoring out of it. That's why I really don't care about fried turkey
Yeah, me either.
because a lot of people just fuck it up.
Yeah. When I went to the fair a couple weeks ago and ran into our buddy Tyler, he
Yeah.
had a turkey leg and he bit into it and it was so pink in the middle and I was like, ugh. Like I was like, I could not eat that. I'm
Yeah, that's the thing about the fair too. Is they make you pay for so much for
Mhm.
shit like that.
Oh, dude, I got pizza on a stick and it was $20. The worst thing one of the worst things I've ever ate. and I've eaten ass. But like, it was just like dry bread with like garlic seasoning on it.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was disgusting, dude. Like, it looked pretty good, but I bit into it and I was like, "Oh, this is gross. Maybe if I get in a little deeper, it'll be better." And the second bite was even worse, and I was just like, "Yeah, no, this sucks. I really wish I didn't waste money on this." And I gave it to my friend that I was with, and she took a bite out of it, and she was like, "Yeah, that's gross."
Yeah, so listen talks will stay fair. Either upgrade your quality of your food or drop the fucking prices.
Yeah, I the only thing I really ever like at the fair is corn dogs. Like that's my favorite thing.
Corn
But
dogs and funnel cakes.
I don't like funnel cake. Um, Corn dogs and lemonade. Those are my 2 things.
Dude, the lemonade over there. Oh, that shit slapping.
Dude,
If
I
we
don't
didn't have
know.
to pay for parking, I would just go there to get the lemonade.
Yeah. Um, the thing, like, I also got some alcohol there. It was like this ice cream, butterscotch alcohol. Um, I can't remember the stand, but they put it on this koozie, and I don't know what the hell was on this koozie, but it caused my fucking hand to swell up.
Really?
Yeah, like, I had it in my hand and, like, my hand started itching bad, like I was having a reaction or something, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then I finally just threw the beer ice cream away because it didn't taste that good really, and it was starting to melt, and, like, my hand, like, I couldn't close my hand because it was swollen,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I thought I was having an allergic reaction, and I was, like, paranoid, like, "Is my throat about to shut down or something?" But I think they just had something, like, on that koozie because it was, like, weird feeling, um, that my hand just didn't like, I guess.
That's weird.
Yeah. I know,
See,
I
the
was like,
only alcohol ice cream I ever had was what was it? It was some kind of whiskey ice cream.
"Ooh, that sounds good."
I can't remember what it was. My older brother made it for me. It was really good.
Really?
I think it was Crown. Now I think about it.
Uh, Man, Crown
Yeah,
sounds
so it was the original Crown
mhm,
with this just basic ice, basic vanilla. It's not
and
bad.
that sounds good. Let's end this podcast so I can go buy some Crown. Dude, I've been listening to old episodes of the podcast and while I've been driving, and God, we've come so far.
Viewers, you could join Cody and listen to this podcast while you're driving to work.
Yeah. Join the podcast, leave a 5-star rating, talk about how much you hate me.
How much you hate Cody.
Yeah. But there's also some where I'm like, God, that aged badly. Mainly when I listen to the predictions for last year, and it's like, the first couple of weeks us talking about like the Cowboys and Raiders, and it's like, man, those predictions didn't age well, did they?
Yeah.
And hell, just listening to like week one after this year, I was so high on the defense after we took care of business against P Diddy, and now our defense is one of the worst I've ever seen. Like, what's with my teams? Like the Sooners and the Dallas Cowboys are the most unwatchable teams in the NFL or in football right now, and then the Raiders are number three because the Raiders are borderline unwatchable too.
Oh, I don't watch rare games anymore. I'm watching
Dude.
like right now. I'm pretty much watching Lions and Tampa's games now.
Yeah, like I looked at the highlights for that game, for your guys' game, and it was unwatchable.
It was just a kicker.
Yeah. Like there's a bunch of teams that are unwatchable right now, like the Colts and Dolphins. That game was horrible. Like, yeah, there's only like a few teams that are exciting to watch. Like, even like the Chiefs aren't fun to watch right now, even though they're 6-0. Like, they're not fun to watch.
You know what the Chiefs remind me of? Right,
What?
this year's when Pittsburgh went 11-0.
Yeah, but that's different though, because Kansas City has the merit of back-to-back Super Bowls.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I feel like there's 7-0, but it's not really impressive. I
I'm
feel like
looking
there's
at
been a better team so far.
I'm looking at Minnesota. I'm looking at their schedule, and I don't know if the Chiefs lose a game, honestly.
What's the rest of your schedule look like?
Um, I
I know we're
know
next.
yeah, so that's a win right there. They gotta play y'all twice. So they play the Raiders, Buccaneers, Broncos, Bills, Panthers, Raiders, Chargers, Browns, Texans, Steelers, Broncos. The only games I could see them losing is the Texans and maybe the Bills.
Um, I can see him losing to the Bucks.
I can't.
Maybe one game against the Broncos because I feel like just if they keep making mistakes, that Broncos defense is kind of sneaky.
Yeah, I mean, look at what they just did to New Orleans.
They they literally just shit on them. I was
Yeah,
not expecting that.
I know New Orleans. What the fuck? Like, start out 2-0, and now they've lost 5 straight.
Now the Bills have Amari Cooper,
Yeah,
and
I am.
Amari owns the Chiefs.
Dude, we haven't talked about that since last week. Amari Cooper getting traded. Oh, we haven't even talked about your guys' trade. Devontae Adams leaving the Raiders to go to the Jets.
Yeah, he went from a 2-5 team to a 2-5 team.
Yeah, one terrible quarterback to another terrible quarterback.
From one shit show to another.
Yep. From one head coach that never mind. That joke wasn't gonna work, never mind.
One former intermediate coach to an intermediate coach
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I know. Look at the Jets. They fire Robert Saleh, and it doesn't make a difference. They've lost 2 games, like the 2 games after they fired him, and they go and trade for Devontae Adams, and it doesn't make
And
a
they
fucking
lose to
difference.
Mr. Unlimited.
Not only that, they get their ass kicked. Dude, I had such a boner watching that game. Well, I didn't even watch it, but I was kind of like keeping up with it. I was mainly focusing on the NLCS.
I watched the first quarter, then I fell asleep.
But yeah, Amari Cooper to the Bills, I think might like it makes me more confident that they could win the AFC because the Texans, I'm starting to be out on them. Like they look like CJ Stroud looked like shit against the Packers yesterday, and I'm starting to think it's because of Stephon Diggs.
I remember talking to you about this earlier today. I feel like they're forcing the ball way too much.
Yeah, and
Because I know,
Diggs,
like, Nico Collins out, but still, like, why they're not targeting Tank Dell? Why they're not targeting Dalton Schultz as much? I mean, fuck, even Joe Mixon in the receiving game. He's actually has not bad hands. Cam
yeah.
Akers is actually a not bad running back as well.
So 1/3 of the throws went to Stephon Diggs, and then
One
the other
third
thing,
out of it should be like maybe 1/4.
yeah. Like another thing though is Tank Dell fucking sucks. Like he dropped a touchdown. Like I thought he was gonna have a promising year, like opposite Nico Collins, and then having Stephon Diggs to draw that coverage to kind of leave Tank more one on one. Especially working at the slot.
To
No,
be
he
honest,
fucking.
I don't think it's his fault.
I
I
mean,
think it goes back on Stephon Diggs.
I mean, Stephon Diggs didn't drop that touchdown. Tank Dell did.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like they're not really giving Tank Dell as much opportunities as freaking Diggs. So he's kind of getting a little rusty.
I don't know. He basically cost me my fantasy game. It's looking like so he can suck my dick.
So it looks like next episode, viewers, we're going to see Cody talk 5 nice things about Aaron Rodgers
Do I have to?
because I am currently winning in our fantasy game.
What's the score right now?
I am sitting at 81.42, and you're sitting at 62.34.
I need Baker Mayfield to throw like 3 more interceptions.
You honestly need pretty much Baker Mayfield to die, and J.K. Dobbins go 400 yards and 7 touchdowns.
Yeah. Hey, never say never. Dude, if I would have started, like, what the hell, Vikings? Like, I thought you guys were going to beat the shit well, not beat the shit, but I thought you guys would have like a low scoring game with the Lions. And no, instead, Jared Goff has another great game, which Jared Goff probably should be MVP.
And
Right?
Jahmyr Gibbs just went off.
Yeah, because Montgomery got hurt, so they had to focus with Gibbs being the primary back, and it feels like when they do that, they're even way better than when they have Montgomery.
It's honestly a good problem to have.
Yeah, I mean, because Montgomery's good, but Gibbs is another level.
See, Gibbs your 3 down back, and your Montgomery's pretty much your guaranteed goal line touchdown guy.
You know what I look at them as? DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you got like the older veteran that's still pretty good, and then you have like the stud that's going to explode eventually. And yeah, that's what I kind of look at David Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs as.
yeah, that's that's actually pretty accurate.
Speaking of Marco Murray, hopefully he starts calling plays here for the Oklahoma Sooners because they fired their offensive coordinator. They haven't scored a touchdown in what, 2 games? Because they didn't score one against Texas, and I didn't watch the game against South Carolina, thank God. But it was 9 points. I'm assuming that was all field goals.
Yeah, it's all field goals.
So I don't know who they announced who the new play caller is, but thank God they made. Like I said, the Sooners are unwatchable, dude. I wish Zach was on here to talk about this because he knows more about college football than I do. But they're unwatchable.
It's a damn shame too.
Both Oklahoma teams suck. OSU suck. Well, they don't suck, but they can't win a
They
fucking
play
game.
in Pac-12, so I don't want to hear from them.
Big 12.
Yeah, Big 12. That's right.
Um,
It's one of those 12s.
um, yeah, like they suck. They don't suck. They just can't win a fucking game. Like their offense is all right. Um, but their defense, but Big 12 defenses fucking suck all the time though. Um, but I saw something on TikTok where it's like we need a pity bedlam just to give Oklahoma uh, college fans something to cheer for. And you know what? That's honestly not a bad idea. Hopefully, both of them can get to 6 wins and be in a bowl game and play each other.
I feel like that should be every year thing, regardless.
What, bedlam?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know it's fucking stupid. That I feel like that should be for every team. You play the state team and the team that's named after the state.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that should be for every program, but not everyone does it. But then again, like imagine Alabama versus Alabama State. Does Alabama State even exist? I've never heard of them. I know, like,
Who?
yeah, I know, like Jalen Tolbert for the Cowboys. He went to like Southern Alabama, and it's like, what the fuck is that? I thought Alabama was in the South. What the fuck is Southern Alabama? Is that the one where the incest is really fucking heavy?
That's when your sister is your father and cousin.
Yeah, that's where your uncle brother is from, Southern Alabama. I'm kind of surprised Jalen Tolbert doesn't have 3 eyes. 3 eyes and his nose where his ear should be.
Or what fucking Jared Jones goes 5'9", 8-inch
God,
cock.
God. So, did you see that interview with Jerry Jones threatening to fire that dude?
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, like, Jerry's fucking losing it, dude.
He's getting senile, Cody.
Well, yeah, that's a sign of like dementia is like being overly aggressive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm starting to really, like I said, Jerry Jones Biden. That's the name for him for me. Like he's just full on dementia. But do we want to get into predictions? And if we see any other teams that we didn't talk about, we'll talk about them with predictions.
Before we get in predictions,
Mhm.
looks like Bryce Young is kind of requesting a trade.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't think you guys should get him. I think he's damaged goods.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of like the whole Justin Fields thing. Like he looked the same way, but he thrived in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but
I
the
think
guy
he
that
just
fucked,
need such change of scenery.
but the guy that fucked up Justin Fields is the guy who's your offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he's about to fucking get fired too.
Hopefully,
I mean, for fuck's sakes, for a shitty ass Rams defense, and we only scored 9 points, That should not happen. I don't care if Mayers and Abs out and gone. We have fucking Brock Bowers who has a fucking nut-inch cock.
Dude, he's been a beast.
Yeah, so yeah. I apologize to Brock Bowers.
I know. Whenever we do the draft stream, this next draft, I'm gonna put like that clip, like whenever the Raiders come up to pick, and be like, "This is what happened last year with the selection." Play you and Zach freaking out, and then we're gonna play my reaction of being happy that we drafted Tyler Guyton, and now he fucking sucks.
I wasn't mad we got Bowers, but I feel like and I still think we still need a quarterback.
Yeah, but who was available at that point? Bo Nix?
Bo Nix, Bo Lever, Boner.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I feel like Bo Nix, yeah, would have been all right with you guys, but I don't know. Well, actually, because he hasn't even really been that impressive with the Broncos, but he would probably look a lot worse if he didn't have Sean Payton guiding him. And you guys don't really
If we
have
want to
that.
be good next season, we gotta get rid of Lugetzi.
Yeah, he sucks.
I don't know why the hell we fucking hired in the first place. It makes no damn sense.
Yeah, but I don't know. Bryce Young, like, I think the best move for him would be to retire, honestly, because he's undersized. He has only won, like, what, 2 games in the league in 2 years? Like, I just look at Bryce Young and I don't see quarterback. I see water boy. Like he's just not built to be an NFL quarterback.
I don't know. I still have hope for him. Say like the Raiders, maybe the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a couple other teams that I don't know. Fuck, even Kansas City
What?
as that backup. Calm down.
No, they got Daddy Carson Wentz. They don't need him,
I feel
dude.
like they could
That
trade Bryce Young, and whenever Bryce Young plays the preseason, and when a team still needs a quarterback.
that's why Mahomes is playing like shit this year. He's getting it through osmosis with fucking Carson Wentz. The Chiefs need to cut Carson Wentz immediately.
Did you see they line up for 2 quarterback play?
Um, yeah, I saw it. I saw it, but I didn't really like pay that much attention. I was just kind of looking and was like, "Oh, that looks weird." Because I
Oh,
was
now I
watching.
think about it, the Rams.
What about the Rams?
The Rams might be interested.
That's true.
Actually, it'd be a good scenario for him.
But yeah, him with the Rams, that's not, especially with McVay. I
Yeah.
mean, if McVay doesn't retire after this year, which I keep hearing rumors about,
I mean, McVay kind of revived Baker's career.
yeah, I know. I was just talking to my mom about it because we were watching the Buccaneers Ravens game, and she's like, "So what?" Because she don't keep up with football, but she likes Baker. Um, she likes the commercials he's in. We got to go see him play, so she likes Baker. So she was like, "How's he not?" Like she didn't know he wasn't on the Browns anymore, and so I had to go through all of that and then talk
Oh,
about how like Sean McVay kind of helped give him a showcase that got him signed by the Buccaneers.
yeah.
Yeah, which was a long story to tell.
So another trade rumor, and it looks like it's probably going to happen, is Travis Etienne of the Jags.
Hmm.
Do you think the Cowboys are going to pull the trigger on that one?
I hope so. If we, well, not if, we're going to lose this game to the 49ers, and I feel like Jerry Jones is going to get desperate after that.
Yeah, I can see the Raiders, Cowboys might give him a call.
It just depends on what the Jags want for him. Because I wouldn't trade more than a third round pick.
I mean,
And even,
we could trade the third round pick we got from Adams.
that's true.
Because there's no way in hell we're going to get that commissary picks go up higher than a second.
But you guys don't have any playoff hopes, though. Like, so I don't see it being a good move for you guys because
He's still his rookie deal, isn't he?
I think this is his last year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, we're going to have a fuck ton of cap space. If we do trade for him, we'll get one like a 1 year prove it deal. If he does good, cool. We get to keep him.
So he has 1 year left on his contract because the Jags did pick up his 5th year option. So after next year will be the last year on his next season is when his contract expires after next season. Yeah. But yeah, I hope the Cowboys get ETN because we gotta do something. Well, it doesn't matter though. Our offensive line, I think, like, because Rico Dowdle's fucking good, but our offensive line sucks. I mean, Dak has been taking a fucking ass whooping all year.
Yeah, Zach Moore has been
Yeah, he hasn't been looking
really.
good.
Yeah, hasn't been looking good.
Starting to look his age. Him and Tyron Smith both. I mean, Tyron Smith plays for the Jets now, but I mean, did you see him get blown off the line last night?
Him and fucking Morgan Moses, those old fuckers.
Yeah, I mean, Zach Martin and Tyron Smith probably both will retire after this year. Which, I mean, at least they'll both probably get to go in the Hall of Fame together, but yeah.
Yeah, they're probably going to Cowboys Ring of Honor and Hall of Fame.
I know. You know who I'm wondering when if they get into the Ring of Honor, which I don't see why they shouldn't. Tony Romo and Jason Witten. I wonder when they're going to get inducted into the Ring of Honor.
Yeah, that's pretty much guaranteed they will. Especially
Jason Witten,
Jason.
yeah, Jason Witten definitely will because he's the greatest tight end ever. Romo, I mean, as long as Jerry's alive, I think it will happen because Jerry loves Romo like a fucking son, you know,
Yeah.
and not in the Alabama way. Um, so
See,
like,
I feel like if Romo played like a better head coach than we had to deal with, we would have got a ring.
I really think if they didn't get fucked over against Green Bay and that Des caught a game,
Oh,
they
that
would,
does
yeah,
play.
they probably would have lost the Super Bowl to New England, but they would have got to it. Because they would have beat Seattle because they
Was
had
that
already
the New
beat,
England Seattle
yeah,
game?
the Malcolm Butler interception. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, because they had already beat Seattle earlier that year in Seattle. So like I feel like Dallas would have won that, and then they probably would have lost to New England in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because you guys had Des and DeMarco, right?
Yep, that was the year DeMarco almost ran for 2,000 yards. Dez caught 16 touchdowns.
And you had
Um,
Jason Wynn as well, of course.
yeah, and then Terrence Williams had a good year. Who was our third receiver? Oh, Cole Beasley, who had a pretty good year.
Oh my god, I love you, Josh Allen.
That's a dude I actually think if this podcast like blew up a little bit more, we could get Cole Beasley on here because he likes to run his mouth. You know, like I feel like we could get Cole Beasley on here. Maybe we could get him to make us a theme song. Have you ever heard his rap song?
He has a rap song?
Yeah, here I'll send it to you. He's actually pretty good. Oh, live reaction. I wonder if it would get copyrighted.
Probably.
I'm gonna look and see if it does have a copyright. Yeah, it does. Fuck.
By the way, the Browns are the only team that has not scored 20 points this season.
Didn't happen to a better team. Yeah, let's talk about that. Deshaun Diddy is out for the rest of the year, and you know what was interesting actually? That was the only game Jameis Winston was not active, and then Deshaun Watson gets hurt, so DTR had to play. But yeah,
But I feel like the Browns team would not change
I mean, yeah, their
with him
season's over.
injured.
They suck.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just suck. Like there's not much left to do with them. Like
Honestly, they should really push to trade Nick Chubb.
I
Try to
don't
get
think
like a high pick out of him.
I don't think they will do that, especially with him coming off injury. I don't think any team's going to try to trade for him. Because I mean, yesterday was his first game back, and he only had 20 yards.
Yeah,
So
I feel like he will stay in the team this season for sure, but off season you might see some
I,
rumors.
I don't know, with Pittsburgh and the Ravens doing pretty. Oh, motherfucker!
You saw it too.
The touchdown, yeah.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, with the Ravens and Steelers doing pretty good, and the Bengals are kind of starting to claw their way back. Yeah, the Browns have no shot at making the playoffs. If this is a career-ending injury for Deshaun Watson, it actually would be good for the Browns because it would probably give them a way to get out of his contract with an injury settlement.
yeah,
Yeah, so it might be a blessing in disguise for them.
in the most fucked up way.
But let's get into these predictions. Unless there's anything else you want to talk about.
No,
God, my fucking arms hurt. I went to the gym yesterday. I was there for like 2 hours because I was watching the football games there, so it kind of helped keep my mind occupied. Like, oh, I'm not sore, because I'm looking at the games. So I ended up doing like 2 miles on the treadmill. But
damn.
now, yeah, but now I'm fucking feeling it, especially after working all day.
Yeah,
Like, I'll wake up in the morning and I'm like, I don't feel that bad. And then, like, as the day goes on, it's like that soreness starts setting in. I'm like, fuck, I need a really hot bath and some Percocets.
that's like how I feel at work right now because I'm like the pumpkin guy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Building up that dump truck, though, having to squat down and pick up those pumpkins.
for real. The fucking baker girl check me out while I do it.
My man. Hey, hopefully this weekend we'll both get to eat some ass. All right, let's talk about these games. Minnesota taking on the LA Rams.
Yeah,
Minnesota's favored by 3. They are the road team going to Inglewood.
and Cooper Cup should be back this game, I believe.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing for the Rams to get him back. I think the Vikings are going to win. I feel like them coming off, a close loss to the Lions. It's not like they got the shit kicked out of them. Playing against the
No,
yeah,
it was
playing
a
against
really respectable game.
playing against the Rams team that's they're middle of the road. I definitely feel like the Vikings will rebound. The other thing is they'll have a week and a half off to get together. So if they play hard this game, they get that week and a half off to kind of figure out what went wrong in that Detroit game because they're not going to have that much time,
Yeah.
to look at the tape, having to play on Thursday. So I feel like if they can just stick to the basics of what they've been doing against the Rams, they should be fine. And Matt Stafford will probably throw like 2 or 3 interceptions.
I don't think so. He might have a clean game,
This is Matt
but
Stafford.
I feel like it's still not enough though.
Do you think the Rams are going to win or the Vikings are going to win?
Yeah, the Vikings are going to win for sure. No problem.
Philadelphia taking on Cincinnati. Cincinnati's actually favored by 2.5. This game's going to be fucking good. Uh, Joe Burrow, 14 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's having a really good year. Um, kind of like a
He's not getting
sneaky.
a MVP conversation now.
Yeah, I mean, if the Bengals can get like back above 500, then I
Yeah,
could like I still would have him like far behind Jared Goff and Baker Mayfield, but Joe Burrow would definitely be up there. But I ain't picking the fucking Eagles to win. Fuck Nick Sirianni. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck everybody that likes the Eagles. Give me the Bengals. Who dey?
Woody. Here's the thing with Cincinnati. They're going to deal with Saquon Barkley,
Yeah.
and their run defense is ass. But it's Philadelphia dealing with Joe Burrow with a healthy T. Higgins and a healthy Jamar Chase. And hell, even Mike Gesicki, that's his name.
And the thing is, too, the Eagles defense fucking sucks also.
Yeah,
So it should be a high scoring game.
high scoring game, and If Philadelphia wants to win, Jalen Hurts cannot turn the ball over
Hmm.
because Joe Burrow is pretty much protecting the ball. I'm going to roll with Cincinnati, and I can see Joe Burrow throwing 4 touchdowns that game.
This next one's easy. Baltimore, Cleveland.
Yeah,
Baltimore.
Baltimore. We
Here's
don't need
another
to talk
one.
about it.
Here's another easy one. Tennessee, Detroit. Detroit.
Well, speaking of Tennessee, Mason Rudolph looked pretty good.
Yeah, he did. I mean, they started out good against Buffalo. Like, they were leading and shit, but because they were up like 10-0, and then that second half came, and Josh Allen just dropped his nuts all over them. They're just not a. They shouldn't have got rid of Mike Vrabel.
They shouldn't. It was stupid of them to get rid of Mike Vrabel
Yeah,
because he's a really good head coach,
yeah.
and it looks
So
like they're paying for it now.
hmm, yeah, they're gonna get the shit kicked out of them by Detroit. Detroit's
Yeah, there's way too much that Tennessee has to deal with Montgomery, Gibbs, Ross St. Brown, Williams, Laporta. I mean, hell, even the tackles.
yeah, yeah. I'm looking at this. I'm like, Detroit's favored by 11.5, and that line's only gonna go up.
11.5. I feel like that's way too little. It should be like 60.5.
Yeah. Speaking of lines, there is not one up for the Arizona and Miami game right now. That's probably because Arizona's playing right now. Don't stop J.K. Dobbins. Tua might play in this game. According to Mike McDaniel, there's a chance Tua will play. He should not fucking play. He should retire. Um, Especially, I mean, the Dolphins are like what 1-6. What the fuck is the point of playing Tua?
I don't know. So,
Like,
by the way, I picked Detroit. I don't know if people heard me.
oh, sorry.
You're good. But I don't know. It's like their season's already over.
Mhm.
But I can kind of get it because the offense is nothing without Tua.
So they're 2-4. Um,
I mean, hell, there's another trade option for Bryce Young.
I don't know about that. Look how bad Miami is with a more experienced quarterback like Snoop Huntley. Somebody like Bryce Young would, I don't think, be good in that situation.
Yeah, but he's a very mobile quarterback, and I don't know.
I think just
I just want to see Bryce Young succeed. I don't know
I just
because I just wanted to see that piece of shit owner just cry to in his shower.
he does that just by owning the Panthers because no matter who
Yeah,
they have, they just fucking suck.
yeah, and also Arizona isn't. I don't know what happened. They started off hot and now like they're ice cold right now.
It's about to get worse. Call of Duty comes out in 4 days.
I was telling my buddy Zach, "It's like you better might as well enjoy Kyle Murray while you still have him,
Yeah,
because also he's gonna be seriously in IR.
yeah. This is his last game tonight.
We're calling it now."
Yeah. This game's actually hard to predict. I'll go with the home team. Actually, no, fuck it. I'm going with Arizona. Even if Tua plays, Miami, Miami just fucking sucks, dude.
I'm gonna roll Miami because there's a run defense sucks ass. Because they got HN and Mostert. I know Mostert's made a costly fumble. He's still not bad running back.
That game between the Colts and Dolphins was so fucking bad, dude. Anthony Richardson fucking sucks.
He just throws too much 50-50 balls.
Yeah, he's just not. He can't read a defense.
I mean, for fuck's sake, your backup quarterback is Joe fucking Flacco. He could teach AR how to throw.
If the Colts want to make the playoffs, they need to start fucking Flacco.
Yeah, true.
But we'll talk more about them when we get to their game. New England and the Jets. This is this is literally. I think I said this last couple of weeks ago. It's Jimmy versus Timmy. This
Hey,
is
to be
literally.
fair, Drake May is looking good.
Yeah, he looks good against Jacksonville. He made some really good throws. But yeah, Jets, Patriots. Somehow the Jets are favored by 7. Which I mean, they played a couple weeks ago on Thursday, and the Jets defense kicked the living shit out of Brissett, and then May came into the game, late, and he got the shit kicked out of him too. The Jets will probably win. Rodgers will actually probably look decent in this game,
Should,
and it'll give the Jets some false hope.
because he should have looked decent against Steelers, but
I mean, Steelers defense is good though.
I feel like the Devontae Adams trade didn't really do nothing.
Well, yeah, they only caught like what 3 balls.
3 balls with 30 yards.
Yeah, but yeah, the Jets just fucking suck. They're one of those teams they're just destined to fucking suck. They're like the Browns.
They were in a better position with Zach Wilson last year.
I know they're in the same position pretty much. Like what
No,
same record?
you could argue it's even worse.
Yeah. Well, because at least like last year, Aaron Rodgers got hurt, so all that hopium was gone. Now they have Aaron Rodgers and they still fucking suck. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood.
I'm just getting my shit talking on Aaron Rodgers out before I have to do this next week.
My pick will be New England.
It's honestly 50-50. I want to pick the Patriots. I just think the Jets are going to win.
Because here's a little sneaky pick. Have you noticed Hunter Henry's production went way up when Drake Bay started?
Yeah, he's a good security blanket.
Yeah.
All right, next game is a rematch from probably the best game so far this year. Will Kirk Cousins throw for 500 yards again? Probably not, but I could definitely see him throwing for 400 because this Tampa Bay pass defense is getting cooked by Lamar Jackson right now. And Lamar Jackson, you guys know my thoughts on him. I think Atlanta's going to win.
I think Tampa's going to win. That'd be their bounce back game after the Ravens just literally just kicked the shit out of them.
This is another game that's on, like a great game that's on at 12 o'clock. What the fuck are we doing, NFL? Green Bay and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is an easy one to me. I don't really have to give it much analysis. Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay. Because Jordan Love's been playing real hot real lately.
Yeah.
I mean, he just cooked the Texans.
He was tied for the lead in touchdowns with Baker Mayfield, and he missed 2 games. Like, Jordan Love is that dude. This is another one, like, this next one, I don't know how much analysis I can give other than Houston should kick the shit out of Indy, but if the CJ Stroud that played against the Packers plays against the Colts, Indy could pull it out. I just don't think they're gonna because it looks like they're gonna stick with Anthony Richardson. And
I mean, Houston still had Joe Mixon, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, I think the Texans, they should beat the shit out of the Colts, and the Colts, I just don't take them seriously right now. They were better last year with Minshew. I know. I mean, Anthony Richardson got hurt, but think of how good they were with Minshew.
Yeah, give me Houston. You can't catch me going with the Colts right now.
This next game, if you asked me a couple of weeks ago, I'd really be looking forward to this game. Now I'm New Orleans.
Especially the score right now. It's 6-7 with Arizona on the lead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I should turn that game on because this Buccaneers Ravens game's fucking over. But yeah, if you asked me a few weeks ago, this game would have been exciting. Now I'm like, this game might suck. New Orleans and L.A. Chargers.
Yeah.
I think the Chargers will win. I think the Chargers are a really good team, and Derek Carr is still going to miss this game too, right?
Yeah, he should miss this game. I think they're going to start with the other guy. No, I'm pretty sure they're going to go with the other guy, I guess. But they put him in, they instantly went to touchdown.
But yeah, it's like, dude, like they started 2-0 and they've lost 5 straight. They're fucking pathetic. It's hard to predict them to win. I'm just looking at them, and sorry, Christian, I know you're listening to this, but the Saints, like, I can't think of a bigger drop off that I've seen. Them starting 2-0 and then being like how they are right now.
That is such a Derek Carr stat line if I ever heard one.
What?
Start off strong and start of the season after that just went downhill.
Well, at least he's got to miss the last 2 games, so he can't entirely take on the blame. The person who should take on the blame, and it's gonna cause him to get fucking fired, it's Dennis Allen.
Yeah, that's for
He
sure.
he probably should have been gone after last year, and
They didn't
he's
even fire their fucking GM too. I'm pretty sure they ain't because he's made some bold-headed decisions too.
I just they're in that post Sean Payton era where I just don't see them being contenders.
Yeah.
Not right now anyway, especially with the cap situation they're in. This next game, it's going to be really good. Another team that started out undefeated. The Seahawks were 3-0. Now they're what, 3-4. Um, they're going to be taking on Buffalo. The only good thing for Seattle is Buffalo's having to fly all the way across the country. So maybe they'll catch them on the jet lag. I don't know, dude. Like Seattle's another team, just like New Orleans, where it's like, how can you pick them when they've lost 4 straight and they just, got the shit kicked out of them by the 49ers, and the 49ers are kind of on par with the Bills.
Yeah.
So I think Buffalo, if they can get their run game going, which I don't see why they can't because James Cook is a beast and Seattle's defense fucking sucks. I think Buffalo should do pretty good. I think Amari Cooper will have another good game, and Buffalo's gonna take a commanding lead of the AFC East.
Buffalo! Bills Mafia!
Yeah, we were talking about this in the group chat earlier, like what teams we'd want to see win the Super Bowl, and you guys were talking about the Lions and the Bucks. I would love to see Josh Allen win the Super Bowl. Like I said, there's nobody I can think of that I have more fun watching in the league right now than Josh Allen.
Yeah, I would too, but as long as Mahomes is still with the Chiefs, it probably ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
He's like today's era of like Phil Rivers.
just without the 11 kids.
Yeah, it was just about the 11 kids.
Hey, Josh Allen, if I ever get married, you can get my wife pregnant, though. I want a kid with your genes. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I am going to sneak into Josh Allen's house. And I'm going to do the Ted 2, you know, where they snuck into Tom Brady's house to try to get some of his jizz to implant Ted's girlfriend. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break into Josh Allen's house and get some of his jizz. And then when I get married, I will implant my wife with that jizz, and I will have a Josh Allen baby.
All right, save that clip.
You can make that a short and post it on your channel. Hey, all I'm saying is he's a great quarterback and he's good looking.
Yeah,
And he's like a foot taller than me. And
and not only
probably has
that,
a
the Buffalo just got Amari Cooper,
yeah. I
and now they have a legit receiver one.
mhm. Yeah, I really love that move because I mean, I love Amari Cooper. I wish he didn't leave Dallas and fuck Jerry Jones for giving him away for a 5th-round pick, and then Cleveland makes a profit off it basically by trading him for a 3rd-round pick when we traded a 1st-round pick for him. Fuck the
Yes,
senile
we
old
did.
fuck. God.
You know what we did that first round pick? Jack shit.
Yeah. All right, let's get to this next game. Even though I don't want to talk about it, Carolina and Denver. This is
Mr.
the
Timmy.
yeah. This is the other one. I need to make a clip of that and so we can play it on the show. Or like, do you ever watch the dumpster fire with urinating tree and 5 points vids?
Yeah,
The tank bowl. We need like
yeah.
that sound effect. But yeah, this. I mean, Denver. Denver is bad. Like they're not like the worst team.
Oh, you know Brand Parent's got right on this high right now.
Like, see, Denver's 4-3. So I mean, this doesn't qualify as a tank bowl, but it's definitely 2 retards fighting. Uh,
Just one that has a retard strength.
yeah. Um, I'm looking at this. Denver's actually favored by 7.5. I bet you they haven't been favored that heavy in a game in probably over 2 years.
What, probably since Peyton Manning was still playing?
Well, he hasn't played for the Broncos for like what, 9 years?
Exactly.
Um, yeah, Denver's gonna win.
Yeah, give me Denver.
Do we have to talk about this next one? Kansas City all day, baby.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm going with Las Vegas Raiders.
I will give you
Watch.
one.
We're gonna be the kryptonite for the Kansas City this year.
I am giving you one chance to change your pick.
I'm not changing my pick. I'm sticking with it.
I will give you one chance to change your pick.
Desmond Ritter is gonna cook their ass.
I will give you two chances to change your pick.
No, I'm going with Las Vegas Raiders.
It's a good thing I'm not writing these predictions down since Zach's not here. I'm not going to count them towards our records, but we'll make the predictions, Uh, you know what? The other thing I just noticed: no teams on a bye this week.
Wait, where? Really?
Yeah, no buys.
Oh wow. How gay.
This game might be a really fun game right here. Chicago taking on Washington. Chicago's favored by 3, and they're the road team. That's interesting to me. Because maybe it's because Jaden Daniels, his status is up in the air. I think Chicago will win it, even if Jaden Daniels plays, just because he'll be hobbled. I wish Jaden Daniels wasn't hurt because this would be a way more exciting game, and even if Chicago wins, it kind of has an asterisk.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Like
Chicago.
that. I feel like that's gonna be a DeAndre Swift kind of game, or Caleb Williams.
I think it'll be just a good offensive game for them because the Commanders' defense isn't that good.
Oh, Tampa just scored on
Yeah, that
defense.
fumble. Yeah, it was a fumble recovery. I don't think this starts a comeback though.
You need to make a comeback on your fantasy.
I think you should shut the fuck up. Speaking of shutting the fuck up, I don't want to talk about this game. San Francisco's going to kick the shit out of Dallas.
Yeah, I might start Brock Purdy on that one.
I'd start Jordan Mason if you got him. Because
No, I think James has him.
of course he does. Him and Debo, those are two I think will go off. But yeah, Dallas is. I'm looking at Dallas's schedule. I think they probably could only win like 2 more games. Like they got to
Yeah, you
face.
guys might be in the top 10 picks.
We will be. We got to face the 49ers, Falcons, Eagles, Texans, Commanders. All those games I think we'll lose. We'll probably beat the Giants on Thanksgiving, lose to the Bengals, beat the Panthers, lose to the Buccaneers, lose to the Eagles, lose to the Commanders. Like we'll probably finish 5. It's over. You guys saw the funeral last week. It's over.
Yeah, I'm going with Santa Brown. And what the fuck is that Monday game?
Yeah. Danny Diapers versus Mr. Unlimited. Pittsburgh's going to kick the shit out of them. Danny Diapers going against the Steelers defense. Yeah, no fucking thank you. Russell Wilson will be 2-0 as a starter, and that'll put the Steelers at what, 5-2? Or they're already 5-2. It'd put them at 6-2, and pretty much in the driver's seat for a wild card spot.
Yeah,
They still haven't played the Ravens yet, have they?
I don't think so.
Nope. They don't play the Ravens till the week before Thanksgiving.
Ooh,
That's
that's a nasty stretch after that.
yeah. Finish the last.
Eagles, Ravens, Chiefs, Bengals. Ooh,
Yeah.
I feel your Steelers.
At least they get to play the Browns twice. Like
They might be able to beat the Bengals once, maybe.
Mike Tomlin's winning streak is still going to be intact after this year. Like, because they'll beat the Browns twice. They'll beat the Giants. And they just got to split with the Ravens. And, yeah, they'll be 9-8, and Mike Tomlin's streak will still be intact.
Yeah, people need to give Mike Tomlin more credit.
You know how bad I wish he was in Dallas.
You know how bad I wish he was in Las Vegas. Even though I was running Antonio Pierce high, but I wouldn't been mad if we got him.
Yeah, I just don't think Antonio Pierce, like, after seeing how he handled the Devontae Adams situation, I just don't think he's a good leader.
I don't know. I'm still up in the air with him.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm ready for Thunder and the Thunder to play. I'm giving up on football season with how bad the Sooners and the Cowboys are. I'm giving up on football season. I mean, I'll still be rooting for the Chiefs to win, obviously, just to piss you guys off. Um, I mean, there's a bunch of teams I like that I would like to see succeed. My team is fucking out of it.
My team is too.
The only one of us that has hope right now in our group chat is Trevor. But one more thing I want to talk about, we'll save this for the end since someone thought it was boring. The NLCS, the Dodgers won it. They advanced to the World Series. They will be taking on the Yankees. I think the Yankees win in six. That is my official prediction. Drew,
Yeah,
you don't
you
have to give
me.
a prediction. I know you don't watch baseball.
No, but I kind of stay in touch with the Dodgers because
Yeah.
Tulsa,
Mhm.
and I used to watch a lot of Yankees games.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm probably Yankees.
Yeah, I think Yankees win in six. I'm not picking Aaron Judge to be MVP though. I think it will be Giancarlo Stanton.
He's on the Dodgers.
No, he's on the Yankees.
No,
He's like like he's like a dude that just hits fucking dingers, like nothing but home runs. It's home runs or nothing for him, basically.
I feel like baseball is kind of unfair because it's pretty much the team has the most money wins.
Yeah, they don't have a salary cap. That's
Yeah,
kind of why they're dying. But I mean, the best thing they could have that they could have had happen is basically the two biggest teams. You know, the Dodgers and Yankees playing against each other. You know, that'd be like the Patriots and the Cowboys playing against each other. You know, like this is like the best thing that or the Chiefs and Cowboys. Um, this be like the best thing that happened for baseball right now.
yeah, yeah. If baseball wants to revive itself, they need to implant a salary cap.
I I don't think it will ever revive itself. I think it's just too slow of a sport, and people have short attention spans. You know, even with them implementing the pitch clock and stuff like that, I just I think it will always have a niche, but it will never be what it was. Because if like sports like tennis and NASCAR and which NASCAR is actually very profitable somehow, but lacrosse, cricket, if all these sports can
I mean,
still
shit,
survive,
though. You see our fucking neighbors?
God, fucking damn.
Roll Tide, baby.
Um, but yeah, if all these boring sports can live on, baseball will as well.
Dude, fucking NASCAR's fun when you're drunk.
I guess
I feel like that's the niche of NASCAR.
like there's this girl I used to talk to, and she always posts like videos at the races and stuff, and I'm like, if you had money on it, I guess it'd be cool. To me, it's just I don't know. Like my grandpa fucking loves NASCAR. He loves NASCAR more than football. He doesn't like it as much since he really liked Tony Stewart.
Yeah.
And he doesn't race anymore. But I know he still owns cars. So whatever cars he owns, that's the one my grandpa roots for. But I mean, I've tried to watch NASCAR and like I'll watch it over, and that's the thing. He watches it fucking shit faced drunk. Um,
I
so
feel
I
like
guess
that's the only way to watch it.
yeah. I don't know. I just think of that episode of South Park where Cartman starts dipping Vagisil to kill brain cells. Like that's the only thing I think of when I think of NASCAR now.
I go fast and turn left.
Yeah, that pisses
I can
me
turn
off.
left better than you damn woman.
Uh, yeah,
Oh, we're gonna get canceled.
I'm gonna have the NASCAR fans pissed off at me now.
What, like maybe 3 or 4 of them?
No,
No,
they
hell.
do.
No,
No, they do
they
it.
can't afford the internet. Well, we're good.
What? They
They
can't
can't
afford
afford internet. They're on
it.
TV.
I wonder how much tickets cost to go to a NASCAR event because like their stands are always packed and they do great TV ratings. That's the thing. NASCAR, like I said, it's very fucking profitable.
Yeah, because they're always on the fucking cheapo depot channels.
No, they're usually on like mainstream channels like NBC and Fox.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like let me look it up. Yeah, this 7 year deal that they reached with NBC, Fox, Amazon, and Warner Brothers for all. So four networks are covering NASCAR. It is worth $7.7 billion. We are in the
Ow.
wrong business. Fuck this Walmart and YouTube shit. We should be drivers. Well, out of all of us, I think I probably have the best shot at being a professional driver
Yeah, probably.
since I drive for a living and I'm the fucking best. But yeah, like that's insane. Like what's what's their viewership? Let me look this up. I'm like fascinated now. So the Goodyear 400 did 2.6 million viewers, which is a 2% decrease from last year.
That's still quite a bit.
Talladega, which is one of like the more famous races, just happened 2 weeks ago. Did 3.1 million viewers, and that
Oh,
was on a Sunday against the NFL.
that's
But here's
crazy.
yeah, but here's the thing. Also, the people that are watching NASCAR aren't watching football because they don't stand for the fucking anthem. Those are the ones that are still watching NASCAR on Sunday over the NFL. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Praise hell, praise Dale.
How the fuck did we start talking about NASCAR?
we got in touch with our southern roots.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, we started talking about baseball and yeah. That's insane. $7.7 billion. I thought WWE was raking in money like, because they got, $1 billion from USA. They got like what, $5 billion from Netflix and, you know, a shitload of money from the CW. And then NASCAR shits all over WWE.
Man, NASCAR maybe should make a deal with Peacock. Try to revive it.
What?
So NASCAR makes a deal with Peacock so they could try to revive it.
Well, they have a deal with NBC. That's who owns Peacock. So I imagine they probably do have something with Peacock.
Well, we'll see it.
Well, they also have one with Amazon, though. So I imagine Amazon probably has like streaming rights over Peacock, actually, because they wouldn't let it be on two different streamers. Like I
Yeah.
imagine Amazon probably has like an exclusivity. It's like I think that's going to happen whenever the NBA's new TV rights deal
You know
kicks
what?
in.
Here's my gripe. There's too many fucking paywalls to watch goddamn football.
Eh, I mean,
I mean, if you want to watch like a lot of games, you're going to pay some fucking money.
yeah, I mean, the thing that sucks, like for me, is Amazon. That's why we go to the casino because I don't have Prime. But like the rest of them, I have. Or well, the best thing for me though is being a Cowboys fan because Cowboys are always on TV. That's like
Yeah.
the thing with you guys. Your team is out of market, like because the main games that you're going to see here are Cowboys, Chiefs, and Broncos games, and maybe the Texans. Like with you guys, you got to have like Sunday ticket or some shit,
Yeah.
which is like what, $400.
Or $50 if you want to go through YouTube TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
might renew that subscription now I think about it.
yeah. Like I said, that's a great thing for me being a Cowboys fan is their end market. Like that's one reason
See,
I'll
I
never
have
move.
Prime because I use Amazon a lot. Not just for me, for my mom as well.
Mm,
So it's kind of beneficial. Yeah, if I do have Prime.
I'm loyal. I don't cheat on Walmart like that.
I don't give a fuck. I do all of my online shopping through Amazon. I feel like it's way better than Walmart.
I'm such an idiot.
Unless it's grocery shopping.
I was trying to find Monday Night Raw because Jey Uso and Braun Breaker having their rematch tonight. I forgot
Yeah.
that Raw. I forgot that Raw was 2 hours now. Like I'm scrolling through,
Yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck's it not on? Then I looked, I'm like, oh, it's almost 10. I'm like, the show ended 51 minutes ago. So now I'm gonna go on Twitter and look at spoilers. But anything oh,
Speaking
okay.
of the Usos,
Mhm.
you think the old bloodline's gonna come back?
It's looking like it, and, hopefully it hopefully it's gonna be like War Games.
Do you think The
Well
Rock's gonna come back as well?
well, I mean, he did come back at Bloodline, but or
No,
Bad Blood, but I don't think he'll wrestle till WrestleMania. I think he'll just cut promos and shit, like, he's definitely not gonna be in War Games.
no.
But spoiler alert! Do you mind being spoiled?
Go ahead.
The Bloodline cost Jey Uso the Intercontinental Championship. So Braun Breaker is the new Intercontinental Champion.
Here's a little hot take from me. I think Braun Breaker's kind of get a little boring.
I think he's fucking awesome.
He's awesome, but I feel like it's just nothing but spears.
Person or the people that are fucking boring to me right now is the Judgment Day. I can't wait for them to get the fucking tag belts off Finn Balor and McDonough.
Yeah, because yeah, Judgment is pretty fucking boring.
Yeah, ever since they
I
did
feel
that,
like Finn Balor needs to do his own thing again.
maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. They're just fuck. Ever since they did that big breakup with Rhea and Damien kicking them out the Judgment Day, I could give a shit less. I do like that they added Raquel Rodriguez, and I do kind of like this little story that they're doing right now with Carlito having a crush on her. But I don't know. I just can't give a shit about them. Mainly, I just don't give a shit about Balor and McDonough. I am interested in Dom and Liv. Um, I think Liv is probably going to be women's champion till the Royal Rumble. It's looking like. God, she's so fucking hot.
And I'll probably give it back to Rhea,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Liv might lose it before then to Rhea, but yeah, Rhea's gonna win it and probably defend it at WrestleMania against I don't know who she would defend. That's the thing with Rhea. She had the belt for so fucking long and she beat everybody that her getting the belt back just sounds uninteresting to me.
So who do
Unless
you think should get it?
well that's the thing, like there isn't really a top baby face on Raw to take it off Liv Morgan unless Becky Lynch comes back. Here's what I think would be a good thing. Um, and it's kind of hard to do it because you don't know how her health is because Raquel Rodriguez just came back but she has that immune disorder that caused her to be out for so long and that doesn't go away. There's no cure for it. So
No.
what I think would be a good story is Liv losing it to Rhea, Raquel winning the Rumble, and then winning it back from Rhea for the Judgment Day. Um, you really just can't trust Raquel to hold like the world championship, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, dude. Like the women's division on Raw desperately needs Becky Lynch.
Yeah, the
Maybe,
women's division is kind of getting stale.
yeah, like I know the match everybody wants to see is Rhea and Bianca, but I think Bianca's gonna face Jade at WrestleMania. I think Jade will betray her by then and they'll end up facing each other. And then, like on the SmackDown side, who even? Oh, Nia Jax. She's probably going to lose the belt to Charlotte Flair if I had to bet.
I
Because
don't, I don't know why
Charlotte,
he pushed her so hard.
because
I don't
Triple
get the
H.
appeal of Nia Jax.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Charlotte. I mean,
Charlotte, I don't.
she's definitely gotten better since she's came back. Like those matches she had against Becky Lynch, I think at the beginning of this year, they were really fucking good. The match she had against Bayley at SummerSlam was really fucking good, and then the match she just had on pay per view sucked. But it was kind of like a dead crowd, you know.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I mean, Naya's better, and there isn't really a woman that looks like her, you know. So that kind of
Yeah, true.
gives her an appeal. Like the dominant force in the women's division, the female Andre, like that's kind of a way to put it.
Yeah, and Charlotte Flair just has the name.
Well, here's what they're gonna do. Nia Jax is Queen of the Ring. What does
Oh
Charlotte
yeah,
call her? What does Charlotte call herself?
the
The
queen.
Queen. Yeah. So I think Charlotte. Well, I think Charlotte comes back, wins the belt for like a minute, and then Tiffany Stratton cashes in.
You know what? I actually do want to see that.
I do too because I think Tiffany Stratton's fucking fantastic. Man, is there anything else we need to talk about?
No.
Or we can try to round this out for 2 hours talking about the dangers of premarital sex. Shout out Barry. Go ahead.
Shout out Barry Burton McConkin.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that dude's face?
No, I have not.
God, he's handsome.
I just read his Twitter.
He's the best at Twitter. When are you gonna follow me on Twitter, you fucking bitch?
Do you like go on Twitter if I am horny? All right. Let's be
And
real.
you won't look at my Twitter to get horny? That's
No.
what I thought. Checkmate. Just look at my profile picture. Or look at this. This is Barry.
He looks like a guy that named Barry McCockner.
He was on Dumpster Fire. He was on the Dumpster Fire earlier this year, and showed his face there. He definitely looks like he ingests the marijuana. Oh, you can't even see it.
Devil's lettuce.
I was trying to show you the video.
Yeah, right as soon as I pull up Twitter, there's a girl giving head. So yeah.
So I could sit next to Carson Daly and Fred Durst and argue over who she gave head to first. Little bitch put me on blast on MTV. Yeah, he's cute, but I think he's married to Kim. Teehee. I should download your audio on MP3 and show the whole world how you gave him an MVD. And I knocked my camera out. I was starting to get too into it.
Going for a 2-point conversion.
The Bucks just score. I turned off the game.
Yeah, 41-24 right now.
But all right, guys, that's the episode. Thank you for tuning in for 69 episodes. Appreciate you guys. This will hopefully be out on Wednesday because I have to work tomorrow and Wednesday, but I'm going to try my best to get it out. Thank you for 69 episodes. We'll see you guys next week. I would say go Cowboys, but there's nothing to root for. And this will now be a NASCAR podcast from now on because it's obviously the profitable route.
Go fast and turn left.
Go fast and eat ass. That's what I say.